It's week 2 of the 2026 season. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the 49ers and the reigning NFC champs. All that and more coming up next.
Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Thank you all for joining us here in week number 2. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we got a great one this week, partner. One of the only games league-wide featuring 2 teams who both won their openers.
Yeah, it's been mission accomplished so far, each off to the start that they envisioned as the season began. And while it's only week 2, whoever can come out of this one with a win and jump to 2-0 has everybody in their division looking up at them.
Couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. We'll get a timeout now for an injury. This looks like George Kittle, who's in some discomfort as the medical team comes out to work on him. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. That's taken in by Samuel. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
The biggest mistake he could make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win.
Ready?
2nd down now, 7 to go.
19. Let's go now.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
Okay, ready?
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Throw complete to Sinnott. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is a nice gain. That's stopped at the 47. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
Ready?
I love this. Tight end getting a run. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Brought down by Fred Warner. 3rd and just 2 to go. Now Daniels off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
The beauty of defense tackles is they come in all shapes and sizes, from 280 pounds to almost 400 pounds in their football gear, Kate. But when you get one of those war daddies that can shed a tackle and create a negative loss like that, well, those guys are real hard to find. I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36.
Come on, come on.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down by Charles Omenihu on the play. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Rolling left, buying some time. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Ready, ready?
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's on the move. Firing one deep for the end zone.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys get a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early, and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they start to murmur, and we might even hear a few bluebirds.
Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. Play action now with Purdy. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's gonna run for it! And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Pearsall there to grab it. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a 49er 1st down. Running back sent in motion. Purdy throwing here on 1st. He completes it in traffic. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. To throw again, it's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. And it's the 49ers with a 2nd and 7. From the gun is Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Motioning one of the tight ends. Purdy on 1st down. This one's caught. He has the San Francisco touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Commanders nothing.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff.
San Francisco.
Starting from the 5. And look at this return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back out run the Commanders for their 2nd drive of the game. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Daniels on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, it's Daniels. On the move, headed right. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Diamador Lenore there on the stop. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Ready?
Again, Daniels to the air. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He connects downfield on 4. What a play to beat the defense on 4th down. It's 23 yards and a first.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. He's got it at the 5. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Let's go.
To throw, Daniels. Getting out to his left. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Commanders making a 1-score game before halftime. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Back to throw it. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So that's halftime here in this one. The 49ers on the road, but currently with the lead. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Giants who are out in front. Jalen Hyatt, a touchdown reception. Next, we take a trip down the coast to Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Jalen Waddle with 3 touchdown receptions. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail the visiting Bills in that ball game at halftime. Josh Allen, a touchdown pass in that first half. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Huer. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Huer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Returning it from the 4. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. They motion a receiver left. First down, and they go right back to him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
This is ahead for about 5. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. And the 49ers in a nickel set. Third down coming.
Here we go, shot.
Here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. That one's complete, right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New set of downs for him from the 46. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. They give it to him again. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10.
Let's go now.
Motioning him from the slot right.
Go.
Gets it to the 15. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders tie things up at 14. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's Smith on the return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. First down throw by Purdy. Brought in by Ayuk. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
That's taken in by Samuel. Decent gain here, but short of the first. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Purdy to throw it. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This our last play of the quarter.
Here we go.
The give now out of the shotgun. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Commanders football, and they'll get to work coming into the quarter trailing. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Ready? Check go.
Now Daniels off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Throwing on the run, deep down that left. He's got it inside the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Play fake here, Daniels. Rolling out to his left. No luck on the connection, it's incomplete. Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And they will score, touchdown Washington. The Commanders now trail by just a point in the 4th. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let go.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. They stick with McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. 49ers pushing to get within range for a game winner. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Purdy looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they bring him down around the 34.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take.
And he got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their 1st. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock, trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Throw complete to Sinnott. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their 1st.
Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2.
And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. He'll look to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Now to throw. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force to throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Try and push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over.